Welcome students. Today we are going to do Unit 2 Algae, module name Morphology of Sargassum, module number 28. I am Ms. Pratiksha Dabolkar, Assistant Professor Botany. This module focuses on the systematic position of Sargassum, the occurrence, external morphology of Sargassum and the internal structure of thallus. By the end of this session, the learner would be able to understand the classification of Sargassum plant, the different parts of Sargassum plant, would be able to visualize the components and functions of each part and study the morphology of Sargassum plant. Let us first understand the systematic position of Sargassum. Sargassum belongs to the division Phaeophyta. Plants belonging to this division are commonly called as brown algae. They are called so because of the abundance of a xanthophyll pigment called as the fucoxanthin. They belong to the class Phaeophyceae, meaning here the reserved food material in these plants are stored in the form of laminarin and D-mannitol, which is a sugar. They belong to the subclass Cyclosporae, wherein the alteration of generation is absent. They belong to the family Sargaceae, where the plant body is differentiated into frond, stipe and the holdfast. Genus Sargassum. Let us see the occurrence of this plant. Sargassum is called a marine brown algae. It is commonly called as the Gulf weed. Sargassum, which is a Gulf weed, is a rich source of manure and fodder. We can use this plant to increase the fertility of our crop and also to feed our livestock. This algae occurs in both the forms, free floating and the attached form. The free floating form is abundant in the North Atlantic Sea. Therefore, they are termed as Sargasso Sea. This algae, because it is abundant in this Sargasso Sea, they are a big nuisance to the ship. In India, they are found in abundance along the east and the west coast. If you happen to walk along the beach, you will see this plant along the shore. Let us learn the external morphology now. The plant body is branched, flattened structure, resembles a bush. It shows resemblance with the sea plant as the body is composed of stem-like stipe and leaf-like frond. The plant body is differentiated into three main parts, that is the holdfast, the main axis and the laterals. Let us see the first part, that is the holdfast. It is also called as the attaching disc because it helps the plant to get attached to a substratum. They are irregular in shape and multicellular in nature. Holdfast is absent in the species found in the Sargasso Sea as they are free floating. Moving on to the main axis. Main axis is also known as the stipe. They are flattened or cylindrical in structure. The main axis bear branches of limited and unlimited growth, that is the long laterals and the short laterals. The short laterals present on the main axis can terminate into receptacles, air bladders or the sterile laterals. Let us see what we mean by receptacles. Receptacles are the fertile branches arising in the groups. The sex organs are enclosed in a specialized flask-shaped cavity called as the conceptacles. They are cylindrical or flattened in structure. The shape varies. It can be from fusiform or finger-like to a flat structure. It can be spinous or dentate. Now this, towards my right hand side, you can see a picture of Sargassum wherein the receptacles are being pointed. In real, the receptacle looks somewhat like this. They will be fusiform or dented in nature. Here the sex organs or the fertile cavities are present. Moving on to the air bladders. They are also known as the vesicles or the nematocysts. They are filled with air, may occur singly or in groups. They are found on the axis of the short laterals. The shape of this air bladder varies from spherical to obovate to elliptical or ellipsoidal, and they are generally stalked, meaning they have a small structure which is present at their base. The tip of the bladder ranges from smooth to mucronate in nature. Mucronate is nothing but pointed tip. The function of air bladders is that they are respiratory in nature. The air in this bladder contains oxygen, carbon dioxide and nitrogen. These vesicles help the plant to give buoyancy to the plant in the unattached species, and in the attached form they keep them upright. This is a picture of an air bladder, how it actually looks. You can see the shape of the air bladders. They are round to ellipsoidal. The tip is pointed, which is nothing but the mucronated tip. Moving on to the sterile laterals. They are commonly known as the leaf or the phylloclades. They are stalked or petiolated. The shape of sterile laterals varies from linear to obovate to oblong or spindle shaped. The margins can be entire, can be dentate or serrate in nature. The midrib is flattened and it is present in the leaves. The leaves and the vesicle possesses a sterile cavity called as the cryptoblast. They open outside by stomata-like opening called the cryptoblemata or the cryptostomata. Now, when you take a section of the thallus, you will get to see three main layers. They are the outermost, the middle and the innermost. The outermost layer is called as the meristoderm. The middle layer is called as the cortex. The innermost layer is called as the medulla. Let us see what this outermost layer contains. They are also called as epidermal layers. Outermost meristoderm is called as the epidermal layer. They contain mucilage or the cuticle. This cuticle is a waxy layer which helps the plant which makes the plant resistant to any attack, fungal attack. They are compact to columnar in nature. The cells are rich in chromatoplast, which is a plastid, and they are found in the palisade region. The main function of the outermost meristoderm is photosynthesis and formation of new cell towards inside. The middle layer is thick walled. The outermost layer of the cortex is known as the hypodermis. The main function of this layer is storage of food. Moving on to the last layer, that is the innermost, which is called as the medulla. It is the central region. The cells here are thin walled. They show presence of scalariform thickenings. Since they show scalariform thickenings, the function becomes mechanical support and food conduction. These are some of the books which you can refer for this module. Thank you.